Our top story of the day, adding yet another feather to its cap, the Indian Space Research Organization or ISRO today successfully launched GSLV D5 with an indigenous cryogenic engine from the spaceport of Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, placing in orbit communication satellite GSAT-14. With this, India has entered a select club of nations. Also, ISRO has now become the sixth space agency in the world after the US, Russia, Japan, China and France to have been successful with an indigenous cryogenic engine. Launching a GSLV with an indigenous cryogenic engine has been a major challenge for ISRO since 2001 after multiple unsuccessful attempts. The Prime Minister congratulated ISRO scientists on the successful launch. And ISRO chairman is in fact addressing the media. Let's listen in.
The specification is plus or minus 675 kilometers. For the inclination, we had a target of 19.3 degrees and we got 19.3. The difference is only in the second decimal. That is one part of it. The second part of it, the most important element of this mission was the flight testing of the Indian cryogenic engine and stage, and it performed as required, as expected for the mission. This is an important milestone for the country. The cryogenic engine and technology development program started in the year 1992. And you were with us when we had the first flight testing of this engine and stage in April 2010. And we had a problem. The ignition of the steering engine's gas generator and the main engine did take place, but it did not sustain as one of the components stopped functioning. But the efforts put in to diagnose.
Well, and for more on that significant launch, let's now go across to NDTV science editor Pallav Bagla, who joins us from Bangalore. Good evening, Pallav. You of course heard the ISRO chairman there saying this is a very important milestone for the country. What, according to you, is the significance of today's launch, especially given the fact that ISRO has a rather checkered record as far as indigenous cryogenic engines are concerned? So in that sense, today's launch has been very successful and therefore it is significant, isn't it?
Well, the record of the Geo-synchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle has been very patchy. Out of 8 launches, only 3 have been successful, and today's launch was very significant because it was for the first time that we had a totally indigenous Geo-synchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, where even the cryogenic engine was Indian and it performed marvelously. So now we can say for sure that India has end-to-end capability in space technology. Our Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle is a good vehicle, a reliable vehicle. The Geo-synchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle with an indigenous cryogenic engine, which was so difficult to master, will be proven in the coming years. So end-to-end capability, and a very important message to America and the Western nations. When technology is denied to India, Indians can master that technology. It took them 2 decades to master this technology, but no other country has in these 2 decades as a new entrant mastered cryogenic engine technology. India has done it now, and it will hold India in good stead for a very long time to come. India now joins the big boys club, where commercial satellites, India could well attract launches of foreign satellites, communication satellite from India. So it could join the multi-billion-dollar commercial satellite launch market. A very important day for India. 2014 beginning on a very good note for the Indian Space Research Organization.